This one time I was fighting crime in this gang with the Joker ran over my line. He broke into me and he was like, dude, this ain't right, you gotta get a better ride. I'm Batman, he broke out me a cool new Batmobile with lights and sound and turbo speed.
Hey Hero fans, this is Todd, and yes, I bought the Batmobile. The Batmobile! And it's funny, is there was actually the one I really wanted was the Michael Keaton one, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. But then I started seeing other ones that McFarlane Toys was making, and this one really caught my eye. I like this one a lot from the original movies that it was in, and what I also like about this one, from what I can tell, is it doesn't have the top that slides over it. So I might be able to fit the oversized figures in there, being the McFarlane figures. McFarlane figures are 7 inches. So let's find out. So I don't have the figure that's supposed to come with it here, but we will see. This is figure sold separately, and I did not purchase it, but I'm hoping that my Batman figures will fit inside here. So, without further ado, let's get this Batmobile opened up and find out if we can fit my Batman figures in there. I'm a little afraid for the cape, so we'll see. I may have to try a different figure and decide later on how to get the cape off. But before we get into that, let's first take a look at this box. It has lights and sounds, which always makes it more fun. And it just looks pretty cool. This is from the Batman Robin, which is funny. It's Batman and Robin, but the car only fits one figure in it instead of Batman and Robin. But I don't know. Maybe I got the wrong one. We'll see. It was on sale, and you can't pass up a good sale on some cool action figure stuff. All right, let's get this thing open. Let's get it open now. And let me back this camera up a little bit. It is just in the way. Alright, piece of cardboard in the way there. Looks like nothing is inside of it. Nope. Just for packing purposes. And then we have the Mobile of Batness. Wow. That's cool. It's like already all built, ready to go. So let's go ahead and take off this plastic. It comes with a card, and something else is inside. Are this extra hands? Is it a driving hand? That is funny. It is a driving hand, so you can add it to your Batman so you can hang onto the steering wheel. 2 driving hands. 2 driving hands. Good touch, man. Nice touch. They will definitely not fit on my Batman's hands, though, because they're much bigger. This vehicle is huge. And of course, we got the cool bat wings. They drove it into the bag forward. Alfred, I always tell you to back it in. Wow, look at that. Look at that. That looks pretty wide. I'm guessing my fatty Batman could fit inside there. Alright, now again, the cape's going to be the biggest problem. We'll just try it with the cape and see. Oh, his legs don't bend very good either. Okay, let's just try this out and see. Bend your cape, sir. You don't take the gun out before I lose it inside the cab of the vehicle somewhere. Fit. He's almost there. I can feel it. I can feel it. Okay, let's see what we got coming on the side there. Well, it's pretty open in there. There is a spot right here that's getting caught on, though. It's like a circle piece. So I got to lift this cape up over that circle piece. So let's try this again. Let's try this again, shall we? Take the seated pose, Batman. Legs in first. I may have to put a piece of tape over that thing, like a ramp, to get his cape up and over it. Alright, Batman, you need 10 minutes of extra prep time to get into your vehicle. Okay. Like I thought that cape was a problem. Let's put the cape on the outside. Yeah, it goes too high. Oh, Batman. See, his cape is literally stuck on his back. Way up there. Okay, I'm going to take another figure I know is the same size as this. Oh, he's got a cape too. Dude! This is almost wrong. Let's just see if these guys would fit if I was to pull the cape off. So we'll take this guy here. Let's see if he fits in there. Oh, he does. Look at that. So that is my problem. There's your major malfunction. So I have another Batman here. That I'm like... I'm not like super fond of him. He looks the same. As you can see, I have quite a few Batmen. You know what? Let's see if the blue one has a softer cape. No, his cape's actually harder. No! So now we have to alter him to fit into the Batmobile. So let's see what we have to do here. I have to get a cloth cape, definitely. Get some hot water. And then rip this cape off of there somehow. That's just glued on there solid. Solid. Oh, even his head's stuck. I'm going to need hot water, definitely. Okay. I'll be back. I'll be back. Alright, I'm back, and I've kind of done some playing around while I was gone, as I stole Darth Vader's cape. His cape will work great for Batman. But I started thinking I might already have a Batman tore apart somewhere in this box. So this is my box of parts from classic figures and stuff. And let's just take a look in here and see if I already have a Batman that we can sacrifice him in order to... I do! Oh, I thought I might. Wow, I didn't think he'd just be sitting right there on top. See, he's got the weird head on there too that I stuck on there. Is that the only Batman I have? I believe so. I was hoping I already had one with the cape tore off. Like I got the Superman here, I tore his cape off. But see, this Superman, you can see he also has holes in the front where the cape was sitting. That's what I'm afraid of. Is once I get that cape off... Well, it's not actually Superman, but it kind of is. Okay. So now that I have my sacrificial Batman... here, hopefully it doesn't fall, and we'll set him aside. Oh, that was close. That was close, Batman. Now I'm kind of thinking, should I just cut the cape, you know, just take some scissors to it, heat it up, and that way then he still has his cape. It's just shorter, and because it's going to be a mess to get that off there. Now granted, I'm not going to keep this head because it looks ridiculous. What? You don't like my head? You know, I wonder how this guy's cape measures up to fit in there. Because his cape is a lot narrower, but his legs don't sit very far either. You know what? Let's try this just for kicks. I want to see what happens with the armored Batman before I get too crazy. Oh, I forgot my Hebrew parts. See, look at that. Hebrews, armors, and swords, and Bible. Ready to go for one more custom in the future someday. My last armor. Okay, let's try this armored one. Just to see how he fits in there. Wow, he actually fits in there. Look at that. So the armored Batman, with his cape the way it is, can fit in the Batmobile, which makes sense because there's no top. This way he doesn't have to worry about getting destroyed. Look at that. So, with that in mind, if I was just to make this cape narrower, it should work. Oh! So instead of it being so wide, it has to wrap around him in order for him to fit inside there. I'm going to try it one more time before I get too happy with the knife and the scissors. I'm going to just wrap that cape right around. Going to wrap that cape right around. We'll use the sacrificial Batman for this with the helmet. Helmet head Batman. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work. I just don't think so. See, it's got to go up and over and around. I think it's getting caught on that little lip right there. I can see it or not in here. It's where the cape keeps getting caught on. Come on, Batman. You can do it. You can fit in there. Doesn't need to be trimmed much. So close, but so far away. Ugh. Okay. One more thought. What if I was to heat his cape up and make the rubber more pliable? Would that work? So I'm just going to dip his cape in the hot water here. Make it nice and pliable. You're burning my cape. I got paint on my paper towels. Last paper towel. Time to get some more from the garage. Okay. The rubber is hot. It is malleable. Let's see now if we can't get him in here. So close. Ho! Ho ho ho! Can he hold the steering wheel too? Firmly grasp it. Okay, he can't quite hold the steering wheel, but I got him in there without destroying his cape. And I got his hand on his steering wheel. Look at that. Granted, it's kind of ridiculous head, but we sort of did it. Woo! Okay. Okay, now that we got the sacrificial one in there. See how easy his head pops off. I'm going to heat his head up and pop it off and put on the head I want. Blub, 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 blub. You're drowning Batman! Blub, 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 blub. Only if he had his bat scuba gear. Woo! I mean, I guess it would make sense to have his helmet on in a bat vehicle like that. Okay. Yeah, see, here's the one I painted later on that came out way better. See, look at the different ideas. This one was the blue helmet with the right skin, and this one was the black helmet with the wrong skin. And you can see it was better to paint the helmet than it was to paint the face. That face... See, originally, here's how his head was. Oh. Alright, I'm looking for another Batman head. Stick on there. I know I got a bunch. I got another one of these even. Brrr. Okay, hold on. The Joker. Oh. What are you doing here? Okay. We're almost there. I know there's a Batman head in here somewhere. I would not have tossed it. Batgirl. Oh, here we go. The bag of heads. I have found it. Okay. That will work. What else do we got in there? My Val Kilmer Batman I tried making. This is my custom Batman I made years ago. It looked like Val Kilmer. It was just not working out the way I planned. I got another one of these that I tried painting myself. Alright. We will go with this head here. So we drop it in the hot water. And you know what? I'm just going to cut this cape just a little bit. Just a little bit. That way then it will fit in the Batmobile even easier. Now it's going to kind of stink because obviously Batman's cape is going to be a little thinner and a little shorter. But I think for the long run of swapping him in and out of the Batmobile will be much better. So let's go ahead and get to work on that. The best way to cut is first to warm up the material you're going to cut. So we'll just stick that right back in there. And I only got to cut off like about 1 inch across the bottom maximum. And that should be more than enough. Let me get another tray so I don't drip all over my table here. And I'm not going to use my AA scissors because these ones are getting dull. I'm going to get a brand new spanking pair. So we'll rip one right out here. Okay. Cape. All right, Bat Buffoon, you're gonna lose a bottom inch of your cape. No. Got the new scissors. I do. And let's just get a trimming on this cape. This should help a lot because one, I won't be as wide across. Oh, I didn't want to close the scissors on that. Wow, that's quite the design here. I don't know how it's going to work across this part here. We'll see. Alright, and we saw there were some cool angles in here, so let's add those angles back in. Alright. So now he's got a little bit shorter cape. It still looks okay. It's not awesome, but it's not terrible. So let's get that head out of here. Where are my tongs? Tong, tong, tong. Alright. Just have to use my scissors to get them out. Alright. Pop that on there. Dry off that face. And let's go ahead and try that head, or get him back in the Batmobile with the new shorter cape. He's going to be my designated bat driver. Everyone has to have a designated bat driver, right? He's the Batman with the short cape. Alright, and let's see how this fits in there. Okay, here we go. Make sure he's all dry. I don't want to get electronics wet or the stickers wet in there. He feels rather dry. Come on, Bruce. You can do it. You can do it. I don't have to cut any more of your cape, man. With that cape being cut, he does fit in there a whole lot better. Doesn't hit that weird little circle on the inside now. So that's cool. There we go. Now I may have to take and re-engineer the steering wheel to be further out So you just cannot quite reach it. I guess I could twist one side and then you can reach it, but that's kind of weird. All right. So there we go. We got our Batmobile. We got our Batman in the Batmobile. Yes, he could ride lower if the cape was completely removed or made of cloth. But I think until then, until I decide to take the cape off completely, that is going to have to do. Now, you know, since he is the special designated Batman driver or Batmobile driver, I could literally just cut the cape all the way up here and use him just for the Batmobile. I mean, that is a possibility, because then it wouldn't ride on it at all. I mean, that'd be kind of stinky. I could cut slits on the cape too, where every single bend is. It's just a bummer that it just does not fit very well. Okay, I'm trying it again. Reach that steering wheel. You can do it, Batman. I guess that will work. That will work. His head's sticking up a little higher than I want because he's sitting high in the saddle. But for just a quick driving from one room to the next, I think that'll work pretty good. All right, so the next thing we have to do is change out the batteries. So it requires a screwdriver that I did not grab. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back and I got my screwdriver. Let's go and take this out. It requires 3 AAAs. 1, a 2, 3 licks to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop. All right. There's a button back here. Let's see what it does. We gotta kill the lights for this. Lights off. There we go. Turn off these extra lights. Oh, and turn off this light here. And blue light's a little bit too bright. Yeah, let's try it now. Ooh. Ah. Oh, it's got headlights. It's got the cool fire engine inside there. Fire engine. It's got a fire engine. Oh, and the top lights up. Look at that. Look at that. I'm going to turn this TV set down too while we're at it. Hold on. Menu. Picture. Standard. Dynamic. There we go. Where is the back button? There it is. Return. There we go. Now we got more of a night scene going on. And it looks like if you hold the button, the jet turns on more. If you just turn it on, it just does that. I read something in the box that said something about 4 seconds. I'm not sure what it's about. I guess I should read the directions. Okay, when in doubt, pull out the directions. Oh, bright light, bright light. They were actually written on the box, so I had to go grab that box that I tossed out over here. They were on the bottom of it. Right there, sound effects and lights. Let's see, press the button one time for lights and sounds. Approximately 16 seconds. Auto off once routine's complete. Press button again for light effects. Approximately 25 seconds. Auto off once routine. Oh, so it has, we already figured it out. There's just two settings. The flashing and the non-flashing. So the flashing is the louder one, but it's shorter. And this one stays on longer in case you want to get some cool photo ops. That does look really cool. Mr. McFarlane, you've done an excellent job on this. That is really cool. I'm glad I didn't get the first one that came out that everyone was scrambling for, because I don't think my Batman figure would have ever fit with that lid closing. And this is more fun. Batman. All right. Well, I think that is pretty much it. Thanks for joining me. I know it's kind of a long tour on trying to get Batman to fit in there, but at least I got one to fit in there. I may do some more chopping on the cape later on, or maybe even use a cloth cape. But for right now, I think it's pretty cool. And yeah, this is really cool. Look at that. Can't wait to show my son. He's going to be excited about it too. He was telling me this was his favorite Batmobile too. From the Batman and Robin. Just seems funny it's for Batman and Robin, but it's only big enough for one person. Hey, Bruce, give me a ride too. He can't even sit on his lap. His legs are just so tight in there. There's no lap sitting even. But I imagine it's cool because I think the other one would probably be bigger. I don't know. This one says it's 20 some odd inches long. I can't find my tape measure now, but you can see it's a pretty long vehicle. I mean, here's my hands, and I got pretty good sized hands. And these figures are like 6 inches tall, 6.5 inches tall. Let's see. Here's a standard black Darth Vader version to give you an idea. I should put his cape back on. Now that I stole it. So I was going to take it for Batman and order a new Darth Vader. Alright, Darth, you get your cape back. Batman didn't need it after all. Thanks for donating to the cause, though. All right. That's pretty cool. That is one cool car. Until next time, how does he say? I am vengeance, I am the night. I don't know what he says. Put it in the comments, so next time I make a Batman video, I'll have the right phrasing that Batman says. It's a bummer, too, because I really wanted to put this Batman in there, but I'm definitely not going to cut his cape, because this one was pretty hard to come by. And granted, it's the same body as the other one, but I just like using this Batman and this Robin together. It just reminds me of my childhood. But of course, that car is not the car from my childhood, so. Actually, where's Carrie Kelly? There she is. There she is. Da-da-da-da. The other Robin. All right. That's all I got. I know I spent way too long talking about the Batmobile, but man, it is cool. And like I said, it comes with extra driving hands. So if you don't have a Batman with driving hands, you got these you can put on in order to make him reach the steering wheel and hold the steering wheel. So that's cool. All right. Until next time, good journey. Bye now.
If you found enjoyment, like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Do it! Yeah, this one time I was fighting crime and this gang with the Joker ran over my line. He broke into me and he was like, dude, this ain't right, you gotta get a better ride. I'm Batman.